Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is the day. Today is the day. I'm gonna call on my good friend Karen, and then we are going to start this up. Are you guys ready? What's up,
Hi, good
Karen?
morning, Zach. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you?
I'm really excited for the first day of camp.
Ooh, today is the day. Good morning.
Yes, day one. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Ruth. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So we
Yes.
just want to welcome you to the program. My name's Karen, and I'm the coordinator for sports, the ages 6 to 8. And Zachary is also
And my name is
another.
Zach. I'm the coordinator for sports also, but 12 to 13.
Yes.
But 12 to 13 for sports.
Yeah, for sure. So we have 4 different streams. We have sports, leadership, arts, and STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So I'm just going to go through an overview of the day and how it's going to look like. So I'm just going to pull up my document and hopefully my screen share will work.
How's everybody doing in the comments? You guys are doing all right? You guys are ready for today? Good
Yes,
morning,
it's
Jacob. Good
very
morning. Good
excited.
morning.
Okay.
All
If
right,
I
let's
could
show
have
you
my
guys.
screen shared, that would be great. Thank you. Let me just enlarge this. Hopefully everyone can see it a bit better. So this is what Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday schedule will look like. So we're gonna give you 9:30 to 10 o'clock to come into the meets. We know that it might be a bit hard to navigate through Google Classrooms, through Google Meets. So we want to give you guys enough time to find the links, to join, and to ask any questions before the actual session starts. And this is a time also to take attendance for the counselors. So in the first session, in the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock session, your child or you will be in one of the 4 sections. So sports, arts, leadership, or STEAM. After that, there'll be a 15-minute break, so y'all can refresh. You can give your laptop or devices a bit of a break from being on Google Meet. You have a 15-minute break before coming to session 2. So there's a rotation, and you'll be in sports, arts, leadership, or STEAM, but not the same one. And the counselors and coordinators will also be here to help you all through this process. We know that it might be a bit confusing, the rotation, especially on the first week, but hopefully as the weeks go on, we'll all become experts and everyone will be able to transition more smoothly throughout the sessions. So then after session 2, we'll have a lunch break. So a nice 1-hour lunch break or 45 minutes. So when we come back, we're going to go to session 3, which is your third rotation within the 4 streams. After that, another 15-minute break. And then finally, session 4, which is the final rotation. So whichever topic or category that you didn't go through, this will be your final session. There's a final break, and then finally closing exercises or games. So usually this will be there'll be much more students and campers because we're going to try to incorporate a larger group so students can get to know one another and see each other on a much larger scale. And then finally camp will end, and this is when we'll host our own staff meetings to discuss the day. So I'm going to call Zachary back.
Okay, so sorry, go ahead.
That's how the day will look. And we're really excited to meet everyone. We're really grateful that everyone took interest in our camp and are here in the morning on this session.
Okay, so
now,
so we're gonna call on two of our best men. We're gonna call on Mr. Mark Bryce and Mr. Andre Fullerton, and we're going to talk about a bit of rules and regulations throughout the camp and our expectations.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning out there.
Hello.
Yeah.
What? Say what?
Say what? Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, campers. Good morning, parents. I know your parents are out there. Want to make sure that this is not just some fake, some camp going on. This is the real deal. We are so excited to have you. So excited to have your children. Welcome and good morning. Upbeat Rhythm, I see you. Good morning.
Good morning, parents. Good morning, parents.
Yes, we are so excited. And thank you to our hosts, Zach and Karen. Awesome job, you guys, as usual. Thank you for holding it down for us. Much appreciated. Again, we are just so excited to have you guys here. This camp has been long awaited. We've been running these camps actually for over 10 years. Can you believe that? We've been running these camps for
crazy, unreal.
So we're so excited to have the continuation of the camps virtually. We just wanted to make sure that we provide something for you children and something for the parents. Certainly in these times, in these times, these are the kind of things that are important and important for our community. And so we wanted to make sure that we continue the tradition of camps for our children.
Yeah, Focus on Youth is such an amazing program. And I mean, the reason why we're here for such a long time is because of how important it is and how relevant it is to the community. I'm sure you guys can hear my children in the background. Can you hear them? So it's always daddy time. It's always daddy time. Anyways, Naomi, shout out to Naomi Farrell, who's a student at St. Joachim Elementary where I teach. Good morning, Naomi. I saw Jewel Belaine. Shout out to you, another student, her sister was a former student. So good morning. We just wanted to also, on a little bit more of a serious note, and hopefully we don't have to get too serious this summer. But this just because it's a virtual platform. Hold on one second, team. I got to talk to my daughters.
It's okay. It's okay. While Bryce is talking to his daughters, let me just say what he's about to say is that in this virtual world, it is important that we still lay down the ground rules and still recognize that our children, our counselors. Let me back up for a minute and thank our counselors. Firstly, we've got a lot of high school students who are who've been hired as part of the process. We have over 200 high school students that are going to be watching your children this summer. They are supported by our university staff, who are some of the best trained minds out of university and college, who have been preparing them and been mentoring their students to be ready to provide these camp experiences for your children. And so we want to make sure that through this process that we all respect the boundaries, respect the hard work that those our counselors have been putting in to make this a safe and pleasant environment for learning and for fun. And so Bryce is going to kind of walk over the ground rules, so to make sure that, again, that your children, and you feel safe through this environment and through this learning.
Yeah, the expectation, campers, it's the same. It's exactly the same as during the school year. Nothing that you wouldn't do during the school year should you be doing online. So examples would include things like foul language, inappropriate language, making fun of somebody, putting somebody else down, bullying, no types of bullying, and just basically all of the things that you wouldn't do during school, you would not do online. And just to second that idea, or to further that thought, there will be consequences as there are in school. We're looking at a TCDSB model of progressive discipline, meaning that you'll get a warning depending on the severity of your actions, but there are certain things that will not be tolerated. Okay, so our counselors, our coordinators will be reporting to us, filling out incident reports if need be, and consequences will happen. So just for example, if a camper decides to use inappropriate language online, you will be muted and you will be removed and your parents will be notified. Okay, and that's automatic, for example. Yeah. And I mean, there are other behaviors that may or may not happen, but we are prepared to make sure that those things are dealt with and that your parents are contacted. Okay. So just with that being said, it's very, very easy to do the right thing. You all know what the right thing is because you follow the rules every year at school. Okay, the same rules apply here.
So I see one of the questions is what's the noise in the background? As many of you parents know, this is not just, unfortunately it's not, he has one child in his lap and one child playing in the background. And so this is our new normal, right? We are here. I have two children running around, a little bit older, so they're running around. I don't hear them this morning. Maybe they're still sleeping. I hope so, but maybe we'll hear them shortly. But this is our new normal, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna speak to the parents real fast. Is that again, we are trying to provide this as a safe environment for your children, so that they can play, so that as you're working from home, that we've provided a safe space that your day is covered. And as Karen walked you guys through the schedule, as you see, we're starting from 9:30. We're going straight till 4 o'clock, and it's we're trying to provide engagement for your children all day long. Now, we also recognize that some of you may just want to pop into one class here and one class there. Please recognize, and I need to say this very clearly, please recognize that we have a lot of parents on our waiting list. We have a lot of already registered for the programs. Space is limited. Each classroom can only take up to 30 children. We have a ratio of 1 to 10 counselors per student. So our ratios are 1 to 10 in these virtual environment. So again, to provide maximum support for your children, we have, we're trying to take all the precautions as well. And it's important to understand that you must log in with your TCDSB code, okay? So get into the Google Classrooms, you must log in with your TCDSB code. If you do not have that, you can contact your school to get those codes, and they will reactivate them if it's temporarily turned off for the summer, okay? So we do recognize that today might be a little bit of, some trial and error, because you have to have your code to get into the Google Classroom to be for TCDSB. Now, for those who are not TCDSB students, we have Mondays and Fridays. We have StreamYard links. You can go to our website, www.success.ca to get more information. We will provide daily updates We'll provide, we'll have all our updates, all the different classrooms that you can attend. We'll also be sending you weekly material lists. For example, if you are in sports and we're doing something different for that day, we'll send you that list. For cooking, as an example, if there's ingredients that need to be had, we will send you a list in advance. Now, I warn the students, and let me say this: I warn the students. Please make sure that we provide an affordable list for everybody. So, the list will not include things that are out of the ordinary. It shouldn't include things that are very expensive. Kids will not be cooking steak, escargot and those kind of things. The point is to make this affordable and a fun experience for everybody. We're also looking at safety. And so if your child says, "Hey, I want to be in cooking class," and he's 6 years old, please be forewarned that they will not be encouraged to be a part of the cooking program. The cooking program will be more for our 12 to 13 age category. And so, our counselors are trained to make sure that they provide experiences based on age categories. A 6 to 8 category. It's actually 7 to 8, but I know a lot of you parents have called us with your 6-year-old saying, "Hey, I want to be in as well." And so we've made special concession for 6 years old. So 6 to 8 category. We have a 9 to 11 category, and then a 12 to 13 category. Okay, so those are the varying age categories. And again, we have art, leadership, STEAM. Okay, STEAM, very important. We are educating your children this summer. Don't run away from STEAM. There's going to be a lot of fun activities, volcanoes and different science experiments and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun learning for your children and for yourself. We encourage parents to get engaged in this. And then last but not least, we have art programs. So we have a fun, exciting program laid out for you guys. And we just, again, through these times, we just always want to come together. We want to come together and have a fun and exciting experience for the children. Bryce, any last word before we got to go?
Yeah, just
some people excited. Let's have some fun.
Just the final word. I saw a question in the chat box about helping my child with their TCDSB account. So again, if your child has forgotten their account or they don't know their password, they are responsible for either A, you can reach out to your teacher, your child's teacher that taught them during the school year, if that's available, and they can do it. If that's not available, then you'll be responsible for calling the TCDSB help desk, and the phone number is 416-222-8282, extension help. Okay, we will try to post that on the Footsteps website. But even if you Google help desk, oh, beautiful. Technology, baby. Thank you, Zach. Wow, I love it. 2020. Yeah, but there's the number. So you would call and have your child's information ready, and just hang on the line. It's usually pretty busy, but you'll get through.
And again, just a reminder that for those who do not have TCDSB accounts, and if you're not a TCDSB student, we do recognize that there are people all around the world who want to be a part of this program. We do have programs on Mondays and Wednesdays for those who are not TCDSB students. Unfortunately, this is primarily a TCDSB program, but we have tried to provide outlets for kids and parents who want to have programs during the week. And so we have Mondays and Fridays allocated. That's going to be a StreamYard link that we will post on our website. so that parents can get engaged through that process. You see, Bryce, I've seen a couple of parents that maybe we missed their questions, and we apologize. I can only cook pancakes. Well, guess what? That is a part of this program. If we can, if we can enlighten you and teach you more than just how to cook pancakes, then we've done our job. And so that is our hope, that we can, provide some creative experiences, maybe cook some different stuff, that the kids can learn how to cook, and just learn how to, to be engaged with other kids. Now, I also need to say, the Google environment is different than this. So we're talking to you. This is a webinar experience. I see a lot of questions going on the side, but in the Google Classroom, it is face-to-face. You'll get to see the kids. They'll get to interact with each other. Again, but you have to raise your hand. You have to, before you're spoken to, make sure that you raise your hand so that the counselors can get to you and your question. And again, it has to be a respectful environment, and that's what the Google Classroom environment is expected to be. Okay, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, if there's no other pressing questions, hello, everybody. Is there any other final questions, Bryce? I don't know if you saw any.
I think we're good. You know what? It's time to go. They gotta, get themselves organized. They've got 6 minutes till program starts.
6 minutes.
Enjoy your
6
first
minutes. 6 minutes and the camp is on. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes and the camp is on.
On.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Andre.
Excellent job.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so as they said, camp does start in approximately 5 minutes. So I see a lot of people saying that they have not received their email. Please double check your emails. Maybe even spam if possible. If the problem still persists, we will try to resend. But you should have received a Google Class link by now. If you are in the Google Class, then coordinators and counselors will be posting the Google Meets link. Should be posted already, but in the coming minutes they should be all up there. So please join that Google Meets link, and then let's get ready to roll. You guys are ready? Check your child's TCDSB email. Yes. So the link would have been sent to the TCDSB email because we can only invite to the board email. So please check the classroom. Sometimes it doesn't go to the email. Sometimes it will go just to the classroom. So check Google Classroom and check if everything is correct. Everyone's ready? I see a lot of yeses. That's great. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys get set up. This is all from us. And then the next time you hear from us is going to be our counselors and you guys running activities together. All right. I'll let you guys go. Take care, guys.